Today guys, we're going over my best 15 fragrances or my top 15 fragrances in my collection. I believe I've never done a video like this where I go over my best fragrances in my current collection. We get fragrances in and out all the time, new ones, we get rid of some. We tend to fall in love with new things more than what we've owned before. And that's been the case for me over the past year, right? But I strongly believe that these fragrances are the best fragrances that I've ever owned in my whole fragrance journey, and I am really excited to share all of these with you guys. So the first one that we're going to start off with is my favorite fragrance of all time, my signature fragrance, and I'm wearing it today. It was my fragrance of the day. I wore it to the gym, and it is Another 13 by Le Labo. I really do enjoy this. This is so unique, so versatile. I truly believe that this is a one-of-a-kind fragrance. It is a masterpiece, a flawless victory in my opinion, and the fact that it's really stands out from anything else out there. Really, I don't think there's any clones of this or inspired by fragrances. This really checks off all the boxes for me. There are other fragrances that smell similar to this, but nothing that really comes close from what I know or from what I've smelled. But Another 13 really is at the top of the mountain for me. It is in a league of its own, and to me this is the best fragrance of all time. So Another 13, #1 spot, takes it by a milestone, guys. And also, I'm gonna speed run through all of these guys. I'm just gonna be really quick with them. It's a lot of fragrances. I don't want this video to be 30+ minutes or so, because I will take a while describing these fragrances detail by detail. But again, I'm just gonna speed run through these. So next up is another fragrance that is in my top 5. Let's do Layton Exclusive. So Layton Exclusive is obviously the flanker of the original Layton, and Layton is also really great. It's very versatile. So just take Layton and sprinkle some oud, some animalic notes. This is basically Layton amplified to the next level. Darker, a little more rich, a little more masculine, a little more grown up, more sophisticated for sure. Definitely the type of fragrance that you want to wear on a night out for a special type of occasion. This isn't something that I like to wear on the daily. Nothing that I can wear, just casually with a white t-shirt. I gotta dress this up a little bit because this has some power to it. It's a total stud. The performance is nuclear. It is a parfum concentration, so you're definitely gonna get great performance out of this. And when I say that it has oud and animalic notes in here, it's not a type of oud or animalic notes that's going to scare you away. It's very likable. It doesn't come across divisive or off-putting like other fragrances out there with animalic notes and oud, but not this, guys. This is very easy to like, and it's not going to offend anyone. I'm always getting compliments when I wear this. So Layton Exclusive definitely comes in the #2 spot. Check this out, guys. If you haven't tried it and if you really enjoy Layton, this is definitely one to check out. All right, next up, guys, is a fragrance that I never thought would make it into my top 15 fragrances of all time or one of my favorites, because I'm not a fan of blue fragrances, and I am talking about Dylan Blue. And in my opinion, this is the best blue fragrance out there. It's easy to like, easy to reach. You can dress this up, dress this down. You can't go wrong with it. It's a Versace fragrance, everyone knows this. To me, this blows out Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, YSL, EDP, so on and so forth. The only thing that is a bit disappointing is the performance on this. The performance is not that great, but I can always wear it in situations where I know that I won't need 7+ hours. So the only time that I reach for this is when I'm going out to the gym or when I'm gonna run some errands where I know I won't need that much of a strong performer, and this definitely fits right in. When I don't want to be too loud, just kind of more laid back and letting people know that, oh, I smell good, but I'm not making a huge entrance, a huge impact on people's noses, right? So this definitely is a must own, and in my opinion, this needs to be at least tried once, because when people really are struggling with finding that one good signature fragrance or that one blue fragrance that everyone wants to own, this is the one to own, guys. So Versace Dylan Blue in the number 3 spot. And next up, let's do a fragrance that I need to spend more time with, and I'm talking about Tom Ford Oud Wood. Oud Wood is that fragrance that smells very mysterious, sophisticated, alluring, very sexy, right? Date night fragrance, going out on a night out type of fragrance. Tom Ford is the way to go. Tom Ford has some great additions and iterations in their signature line and their private line. And to me, this is, I'm gonna say it's on par with the next Tom Ford fragrance that I'm gonna talk to you guys about. But this and the other one is number 1 and 2. They are neck and neck, right? But Oud Wood is a classic. Can't go wrong with this. It's been out since 2007. The performance is pretty reasonable. It's pretty decent. It's not lackluster, but it gets the job done. Again, it's not super loud, so I like that it's a little more tamed down, a little more closer, where people have to get close to you and smell you. This is where this shines the most, and Oud Wood is definitely a staple in my collection, and I believe that it should be a staple in everyone's collection. Now, the other Tom Ford fragrance that I was going to mention is Black Orchid Parfum, the all gold bottle. It's so sleek. I love the texture of the bottle, the rigid lines. The cap is pretty light, nothing too crazy with the cap. It's very, it's kind of plastic, but nonetheless, guys, this is so luxurious, so alluring, and it comes across a bit feminine, but overall it leans more masculine to me. Maybe right down the line it leans unisex, but to me it's just slightly more masculine. But anyone can wear this. A woman can really pull this off. Date night type of fragrance as well, night out, you're definitely gonna stand out from the rest wearing this. I get compliments wearing this all the time, and it's definitely one of those that I reach out whenever I am gonna go on a date or on a night out. When I really want to make a statement, Black Orchid Parfum is definitely the way to go, guys. You can get this on discounters for a pretty reasonable price. You can get 100 ml for like $180-ish, right under $200. So this is definitely one to check out, guys. It doesn't get a lot of love, it doesn't get a lot of attention, but to me, in my opinion, this definitely deserves to be in the top 5 Tom Ford fragrances of all time. Next up, guys, Club de Nuit Intense Man, the Eau de Toilette version, the Eau de Toilette concentration. Obviously, everyone knows about this. The all hail best clone of Aventus. Aventus being the king. So versatile, so amazing. It definitely changed the game when it comes to fragrances. But if I could smell like Aventus for $30, guys, you best believe I'm going to run and rock this guy right here. Guys, this is my most complimented fragrance of all time. This is my second bottle. I already ran through a whole bottle of this a few years ago, and it is my most complimented fragrance for a good reason. Smoky, woody, fruity, very versatile, very fresh. It has a lot of depth here, right? That patchouli, that birch, it comes across so well. That pineapple, making this very invigorating and juicy, fruity. You can't go wrong, guys. So if you've been eyeing out Aventus and you can't afford it and you're on a budget, go with this, guys. Club de Nuit Intense Man is definitely the best clone, in my opinion, of Creed Aventus. All right, next up, guys, is the definition of, if not the perfect date night fragrance, Prada Luna Rossa Black. It is one of my go-to fragrances when it comes to date night. This just smells so unique, guys. So unique when it comes to that darker, richer, mysterious, almost bad boy type of smell. Prada Luna Rossa Black is the pinnacle and should be up there when it comes to the best date night fragrance. That Angelica in here, the bergamot, the coumarin, I believe, which is almost identical to the tonka bean, and the musk in here. It is amazing, guys. I think there's cypress in here. It all just blends really well. A great profile, scent. It honestly, the fact that this doesn't really gets cloned, at least from what I know, says a lot, guys. This definitely goes under the radar when it comes to some of the best fragrances out there, not just for date night but just in general. You can wear this whenever you want, but I like to pull this out when it comes to going out, when I want to dress up a little bit and smell a bit mysterious, sophisticated, right? This is one of my best fragrances. I've worn this a few times and I wonder how full this bottle is. Maybe like around here, I would say, but I've definitely given this a good amount of wears. And guys, this is in my top 15 for a good reason, guys. The best product fragrance, in my opinion. I've tried out other product fragrances from the Luna Rosa line and from other lines as well, from the Prada brand, but this guy right here, this takes the cake, guys. So Prada Luna Rosa Carbon Black, I should say, Prada Luna Rosa Black is the best product fragrance in my opinion. The most wanted Eau de Parfum Intense from Azzaro. Love the bottle, very sleek. A lot of people find it a little tacky, but I love it, guys. This is amazing. Yeah, it's another fragrance that always gets me compliments, and I'm not out looking for compliments, guys, but when I do, it makes the experience a lot better. And this is definitely one that really garners attention from other people. And the performance on this, I believe it was dialed down with the new formulations, the new batches, right? From what I noticed and realized. I used to own a different bottle of years ago from the Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. It had a slightly shorter cap. This cap is a little taller, so that's the difference when it comes to the new bottles of this guy right here. But the toffee, the amberwood, and the cardamom in here, guys, magical stuff when it comes to wanting to smell very alluring, sexy, and spicy, right? Comes across very spicy, ambery, caramel type of feel. That toffee comes across like a little caramel, what's the word? Like a very light, creamy caramel. That amberwood and the cardamom, giving this a nice ambery spiciness. Fantastic, guys. It's a 3-note breakdown, but gets the job done, guys. The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. Definitely want to check out when it comes to date nights, or just in general if you just want to smell really good and really pleasing and easy to like. Spring is right under the corner, and this fragrance is perfect for that time of year. Tigar by Bulgari. This is the 30 ml. I was able to get this from a really good friend of mine who is also into fragrances, and he sold me this for $70. I couldn't pass up on the offer, and I'm really glad I finally got this in my collection. I've never owned a clone of this. I know there's plenty of clones for Tigar, but the real deal is the way to go, guys. This is more than enough. And that grapefruit, that ambroxan, I believe, the woody notes, it's amazing, guys. Amazing. Citrusy, lively, energetic, refreshing, juicy, and overall just very fresh, guys. Tigar by Bulgari is a classic, and the price is a little steep, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Another fragrance that is going to be perfect for spring is Creed Millesime Imperial. This is one of the older bottle designs, guys. This is not the all gold bottle, but this right here, so refreshing, guys. So refreshing, so juicy. It almost gives you like a watermelon type of feel, almost ozonic, refreshing as well. So good, guys, so good. The performance on this is pretty darn good. I've worn this quite a bit. I'm almost out of it, right? But yeah, guys, this is one of the best Creed fragrances. To me, Aventus and this guy right here are the best Creeds, and this is perfect for summer and spring. But I think this really shines the most in springtime because of that fruitiness, right? It's a little woody as well, but overall refreshing, juicy. There's no watermelon in here, but it definitely gives you that watermelon type of smell. You can almost taste it, right? Very ozonic, perfect for going to the beach, going out in the middle of the day where it's sunny outside. It definitely puts you in that type of mood. So Creed Millésima Imperial, guys, one of the best Creeds in my opinion, and one of the best in my collection. From one niche fragrance to another, Roja Elysium Parfum. And guys, I immediately fell in love with this as soon as I got this a few weeks ago. The performance on this is not great. I get very lackluster performance, maybe like a good 4 hours max. Considering this is a parfum concentration or extrait, I believe. I could be wrong, but refreshing, citrusy, woody, almost gives it like a metallic, musky feel right off the bat as soon as you spray this. There's a lot going on in here. It definitely smells like the original Roja Elysium, but I believe that this is the one to own. But if you are someone that doesn't like a fragrance that doesn't carry a lot of performance or longevity, you probably won't like this. Maybe go for the original Elysium. But this guy right here definitely gives you like a lime type of feel, refreshing, metallic, musky, a bit fruity, but overall woody, and perfect for running errands. Easy to go, easy to reach. You can wear this with anything, and you can't go wrong with any Roja Elysium, guys. All of them are amazing scents, very easy to wear, likable, people pleasers. So yeah, this right here, a bit pricey as well, guys, but nonetheless a great fragrance to own. Back to back niche, guys. Next up is Blockade, which a lot of people say that it's an interpretation of Aventus, and I don't necessarily get that Aventus comparison. I can see why people say that, but not in my eyes. That mango really stands out. Here is the main character, the superstar in this. And is it worth the 400 something odd dollars? Yes and no. You can definitely smell the quality in here, but the performance, again, it's a little lackluster. You're gonna have to overspray or respray this, you know, as the day goes on. But for what it is and what it does, guys, you can't go wrong with this. Fruity, tropical, woody, a little smoky, right? Refreshing. Again, these are the type of fragrances that you want to wear if you really wanna wear something easy to like. But again, you're gonna get that luxurious feel. You're gonna get that that extra kick to the fragrance. Wearing high profile fragrances and luxurious fragrances with the high quality ingredients definitely puts you in a good mood, and it makes the experience a lot better wearing these fragrances, because you definitely get your money's worth because you are wearing good quality ingredients. And this right here definitely does the job. The lavender and the star anise comes across in the mid, right? And as it dries down, that patchouli and that oud is not that prominent, but the ambrose star, right, I believe is one of the notes in here. I'm looking at the notes in the bottle, the back of the bottle. It creates such a stellar fragrance profile, guys. It really does. The smell of this is amazing. This, to some people, this is their grail. One of my best buds, he really wants to own this. He won't get the bottle from me because I really do enjoy wearing this, guys. So yeah, Blockade, as you can see, I already gave it a nice little dent on it. Really enjoyable, guys, and really worth checking out, at least getting your nose on it. Next up is Bois Talisman. This is the 10 ml mini bottle from Dior. It'll focus, there it is. Smoky, vanilla, cedarwood, what else is in here? Sugar, right? Those are the 4 notes in here. This is a stellar composition, guys. Amazing sweet profile. Definitely puts you in that fall winter type of feel. You're gonna smell like you're next to a fireplace. A lot of people compare this to By the Fireplace from Maison Margiela. I've never smelled that fragrance, but I mean, based on the note breakdown, it's a little different, right? Well, a lot different, but this creates a profile where you're gonna feel very cozy. It leans a little more masculine, in my opinion, than feminine, but again, very unisex. A woman can definitely rock this. but definitely that type of fragrance that you want to wear when it's chilly outside, it's cold. This is definitely going to put you in that mood where you just want to feel warm, cozy. Looking at the juice color, you might think that this is ambery. Doesn't come across ambery at all. There's no amber in here. You're only going to get the vanilla, sugar, smoke, and cedar. And that, honestly, I didn't know what to expect from the note breakdown, but guys, it really creates such a great scent profile when it comes to this guy right here. I really want to check out the rest of the Privé line when it comes to Dior. I'm really intrigued to check the rest of them out. Whenever I get the chance, I will. But Bois Talisman right now is my favorite when it comes to Dior fragrances, guys. All right, next up is a discontinued formulation when it comes to Dior Homme Intense. Another Dior fragrance, and this and Bois Talisman are my favorite Dior fragrances. Bois Talisman, I like it a little more than this guy right here. Both are a little sweeter, a little more rich type of fragrances, right? This definitely gets compliments. I always get a compliment when I wear this. Very sophisticated, luxurious, that iris, right? That pear, that lavender, I think it's ambrolite, right? Ambrolite. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's so good, guys. A little floral because of that iris, a little lipsticky. Some people might find this more feminine, which I can see why, but to me, it leans more masculine. It really does. I like to wear this on a night out, date night type of thing. As you can see as well, I put quite a bit of a dent in it. I love this stuff, guys. I really do. This is a 2013 formulation, and to me, this is the best looking bottle design when it comes to Dior Homme Intense. I've owned Dior Homme Parfum, guys, but I will say I enjoy this a lot more than Dior Homme Parfum. So if you're looking to own Dior Homme Intense or Dior Homme Parfum, check this one out, guys. Checks off all the boxes. Performance is great. You're gonna smell great, luxurious, sophisticated, sexy, dark, rich, alluring. This guy right here definitely does all of those things. Last but not least, guys, Gentle Fluidity Silver by Mason Francis Kurkdjian. As you can see, I love putting dents in my bottles because I'm getting the best out of the fragrances. I'm getting the best out of my money, getting my money's worth. I love going through bottles, right, guys? So I can't wait to really finish a lot of these so I can try out new things and, you know, welcome new fragrances into my collection. But Gentle Fluidity Silver, I would take this over any other Mason Francis Kurkdjian fragrance, even Baccarat Rouge, Oud Satin Mood. This guy right here, it's a very gentle, hence the name, gentle, refreshing, calm, like it's almost like a very calming, therapeutic type of smell. Fresh, almost smells, it makes you think of the color white and gray, right? The bottle, you know, speaks for itself. But this is one of those fragrances that you want to rock to the gym or going to, you know, a little family gathering during the day, you know, barbecue type of thing, where you want to, you know, smell luxurious and different, but yet very pleasing and easy to like. This definitely does the job when it comes to that. I like to wear this to the gym more often than not. Performance is pretty decent, maybe like a good 5 hours or so, maybe 6 hours max on a good day. But nonetheless, this really is, in my opinion, the best Mason Francis Kurkdjian fragrance. MFK does a great job with all their fresh fragrances. I own Aqua Universalis Cologne Forte. I'm looking at it right now. That one is really good too, but this sits at the top of the mountain when it comes to MFK fragrances, and fragrances that kind of lean more, you know, very calming and therapeutic, where it just kind of makes you want to relax. It makes you feel more relaxed, right? This definitely does that. So Gentle Fluidity Silver, guys, amazing scent profile. All right, guys, well, that wraps up the video. These are my top 15 fragrances in my current collection. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, take good care of yourself, be good to one another, stay safe, stay healthy, and until next time, guys, take care.